everyone, welcome to the Light Bite Show where you'll be motivated and inspired for your better self. Okay, this has been a while. It's been a long time. We've just had a lot of things going on and yeah, we're back again. We're going to be talking about an intellectual topic which I think is very, very important. And with me today, you all know my handsome husband, Makinwa Bubby. And today's topic is going to be on getting a job as a graduate.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the reason why I've decided to talk about this topic is because a lot of people find it difficult to make decisions when getting into the university and probably doing their masters. And we thought it all through that it's better we do something for people that are aspiring to come study in the Western world from different parts of the continent.
Just to add to what my husband said, a lot of my friends, they message me, they call me, Eve, can you help me restructure my CV? Can you help me out with what course do you think I can study? I want to come study in the UK or anywhere in the world, basically. So, first thing first, I think before, we're going to be touching on your CV and getting a job, but before you get a job, I think there are some steps, there are some things you need to do to get you there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I feel a lot of students, a lot of young ones, we get it all wrong from the start.
From your bachelor's, the course or the module or whatever you choose is going to determine what your future is going to be. So the course you choose is very pivotal to your success in life. It's very, very imperative to the decisions and where you want to be. And I don't want to tie this down to the fact that school is the only yardstick for success. Yes, it's not, but at the same time, it's good when you are able to make the right decisions going into a university and then graduating as well. So I'm going to come from the angle of what I know very well. For example, I would say that starting with, back home in Africa, we have different steps in which we different exams and all we take before we enter the university, and then when we get to the university, we have different modules and courses that we do. But this is like a global thing. This is not just about Africa and all that. For me, it will be very advisable for you to choose a course that is lucrative, that you can quickly get a job, and you won't have to struggle with other people trying to get jobs. And to be honest with you, everything is getting tighter, things are getting more competitive. A lot of people are brilliant out there, a lot of people are striving to do what you're thinking you want to do or whatever you want to decide.
There are two major courses that we will advise you to look into, which is finance and IT, information technology. So any part of IT, any part of finance. Those two courses, they are, in fact, I'm not going to stress this enough, they are great courses, and trust me, you will get a job anywhere in the world if you study finance.
Absolutely.
Or IT. So my husband is going to touch more on the finance aspect because he's a financial analyst. I don't really know much about finance. Then I'm going to be talking more on the IT aspect because I'm a software test engineer. Don't get us wrong, we're not trying to say other courses are not good. They are perfectly good, they're awesome. But we're just trying to say, coming from back home and you're coming to study, you're paying a whole lot of money for school fees as an international. So coming from back home to study, I would advise you pick one of these two courses.
Absolutely.
Other courses are great, okay? But if you want to get a quick job, you want to get a job quickly, IT and finance should be your best bet.
So first thing first is, what is finance? When you talk about finance, Investopedia define finance as a broad way of people investing in capital markets, debts, equity, banking. Everybody needs finance. There are 5 reasons why you should do finance. First reason is finance is ubiquitous. What do I mean by that? Basically, what I mean by that is every company needs a cash flow, right? So if you're doing finance, or even if you're not doing finance, or probably working in a company There's no need to finance. You need to pay your people, you need to pay your salary, you need to pay your staff, you need to buy equipment. Finance helps in your resume. Now, just like I said earlier, there's a lot of competition out there. People are striving to get jobs and all that. But when you choose finance, what it helps you do is the fact that because trust me, it's very, very difficult. Because I'm not trying to scare you guys. You have to be sound in calculations, and you have to have something upstairs there. But even if you don't have a benchmark, even if you don't have a bedrock, even if you don't have the understanding from probably when you were in primary school or wherever you guys call it back home and all that, you can still read about it and put your mind to it, and then you'll be able to do it. Finance is good for people that are willing to work as an independent person. For example, now if you do finance, you can work as a financial analyst, you can work as an investment banker, you can work as even somebody that's consulting, you can work as wealth management, portfolio management manager. You know, it's enormous. You can even work in companies that are even to different aspects, let's say production, farming, whatever they do, they still need a financial analyst to help them run the books, to audit the books, and do all sort of things. Another reason, remember I said 5 reasons, is finance is evolving. Now, if you look at the way the world, this year has been a difficult year. I'm talking about 2020, and a lot of people have been having difficulty in managing their finances. And this is where we financial analysts come in. Look at the stock markets, look at what's been happening due to the COVID-19 impacts, how countries are having difficulty in, people losing their jobs. It's been very difficult. But as a financial analyst, when you study finance, you're able to mitigate all those little loopholes. You're able to advise people on this is how they should spend their money, this is how they should invest their money and make right decisions and all that. Why I said finance is evolving is it's finance has gone from the part of the normal traditional conventional banking to fintechs, startup companies and all that. What I mean by fintech is financial technology. A scholar defined fintech as a marriage between finance and technology. So you see that finance is evolving year by year. Things are beginning to expatiate more. People are beginning to see the necessity in auditing their books and planning themselves. If you don't study finance, you still need finance as a layman person. What do I mean? You want to shop for your house, or you want to make a budget, you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, you need to do finance, you need to do your books, you need to do all that. So imagine how important we financial analysts are. The way it's going to get to a point that people will find it difficult to make financial decisions. It's getting to the point because the economy, I don't know how soon the economy is going to get out of this COVID-19 shenanigan, but for people that are willing to go, that are aspiring to be undergraduate and masters, it is just the best course to do now. Is the best decision you can make. Finally, while I was in school, I know we used to use what we call Excel spreadsheets. Now, it is not about, yeah, it's important for you to actually have good distinction and finish with a first class and all that, but you have to have the skills to put that in practice. And in the financial field, what you need is the skills. You should be able to use Excel spreadsheets. You should be able to know how to analyze stock markets and know the trends, uptrends and downtrends, when the market is bullish and when the market is bearish and all that. Well, those are financial terms you might not understand, but if you get into it, you will be able to understand what I mean. But my point here is, when you're a financial analyst, you have skills. You don't even have to work under someone. You can consult for companies, you can consult for big international investors and all that, and you're home making your money, and you don't need to work for anyone as long as you're able to know what you're doing and you're sound. You're mathematically sound. Yeah, you should be able to work as you. And trust me, the money is sweet. I know what I'm saying. It's really sweet. So I think I'm going to leave it to my wife to take it off from there for now.
I've been into IT for the past, I think it's over 5 years now. So I'm going to be talking from my experience and also things I've gathered so far. First and foremost, IT. If we look at, we're in the 21st century now, and in today's world, everything is about technology.
Mhm.
In fact, technology has affected the human life in
Absolutely.
every aspect.
Mhm.
When you're going somewhere you never knew before, you're using technology. You're using GPS to locate wherever you're going to.
Yeah.
You're basically using technology for everything, like your everyday life. You're always on Instagram, always on Facebook, social media. All of that is technology. The appliances you use at your home, the TV you watch, your phone, all the gadgets, they are all technology.
Absolutely.
So there are 5 reasons, I'm going to give. There's variety of career choices. What do I mean by that? If you study computer technology or information technology, you can get to be a business analyst. You can be a software test engineer.
Okay.
You can be a programmer, so that's a developer. There's so many choices you can look into when studying IT. You can see what you're studying. It's practical. It is not just theoretical. While you're learning all the theoretical part of IT at uni, you're also doing practical things. Like you're having to do Excel, you're having to program, you're having to be in the lab to actually demonstrate what you're learning. So it's practical. You're seeing what you're doing. The GPS, that's practical. The appliances you use, that's practical. If you're the type that you love practical things or you learn quicker when doing practical things, IT should be your best bet.
So you guys use Excel to in IT?
Yeah, we use Excel a
that's nice.
lot.
Oh,
You
really?
need to know Excel. Oh, absolutely. Then another reason is flexible working style. Okay, this is the good one. Right now, I'm working from home. It's not just about lockdown. If there was no lockdown, the opportunity to work from home is still there. It's flexible. You can decide to say you want to work 3 days a week or 4 days a week, or you want to work from home. Because everything is practical. Everything is online. You literally just be on your laptop performing your tasks. I work from home. So, but if you're having to do all that kind of courses, which we're not saying is wrong or is not good, is good, is great. But if you've got family, you won't have time for family. You won't have time for children. You won't have time for your husband, So I get to spend time with my husband because I'm working from home. And we have time, like you have quality time. But if I'm having to go to the office every single day, that's, you know what I mean. So that's another reason. It's flexible. You can choose the days you want to work. Well, that is also depending on the company. Okay, the flexibility is really, really good. It's very possible for you to work from home. That's what I'm trying to say. Another reason is you will earn a good money. I'm not going to stress this enough, but trust me, you will earn good money. I don't even want to start saying the salaries.
Not
Like,
as much as a financial analyst.
oh please, babe.
Trust me.
Okay, I don't want to start arguing right now.
No,
Okay.
I'm telling you, not as much as a financial analyst.
No, I don't think so.
I'm telling you.
I don't think so.
Do you know what it means to be a financial analyst?
Do you know what it means to be an engineer? Like, oh no, please, don't even go there. The pay is good.
The people who are the engineers who pay them.
The things that you use
Yeah.
as a financial analyst, what applications? Who's doing them?
Yes, you guys are doing them. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, developers
Without
and all
us,
that. Yes, I get it.
Without us, you guys won't have that
Yeah.
to perform your work, to do your task. So please.
Okay.
But anyway, that's just a little argument. I think we should have that argument in another video. Always in demand. Yeah, that's the 5th reason I'm going to be giving, is always in demand. That means there is always a job offer.
Absolutely.
And this is the major reason, not just about the money. The major reason, as we said, the topic is getting a job as a graduate. Because it's very difficult. Sometimes when you graduate, they're always asking for experience.
Exactly.
If you don't have experience, it's difficult for you to get a job.
Absolutely.
How do you want us to get the experience if you don't employ us?
Exactly.
You get it? So that's why it's very difficult for graduates. This 5th reason is the major reason why we're having to do this topic. is always in demand. Companies are always looking for engineers. Companies are always looking for financial analysts. Companies are always looking for business analysts, software developers, test engineers, what was it called? Web developers, you know? Companies are always in demand of these professionals, like
People who study this.
people who study
yeah.
these kind of courses,
Yeah.
finance and IT.
Now that you have the understanding and we've been able to channel you to where you can make the decision, now the work itself. So the first thing is, when you're in school, there are a lot of things you need to do. The fees, except you're paying your fees yourself, even if you're paying the fees yourself, or someone is paying for you, or you have a guardian, or your parents are paying for you, you still need to consider the money you're paying. Because trust me, it's not easy to get this money. It's a lot of work. So basically, when you're in the school, or probably as a master's student, MBA student, MSc, college student, you need to focus. First thing, you need to read, attend your lectures. It's very important, because there are some things the lecturer would say in the class. If you miss it, it will affect your understanding of that module. And then you need to, yes, hang out. Yeah, there's always time for hanging out and all that. Go to your parties, go to your clubs and all that. But prioritize your daily activities. Have time where you need to study. Because if you're doing finance, it's a lot of calculations, just like I said. It's a lot of, and then finance has to do with calculation and analysis. So if you're calculating the Excel spreadsheet, you're also doing the analysis on the Microsoft Word document. And you have to do a lot of research. You have to read articles. Finishing with a good grade is not a yardstick you're going to be successful. And it can also be a yardstick for your success. But what it does for you, it puts you on a platform where you can stand out for yourself. But finishing with the distinction is a lot of work. Focus, reading, studying, attending lectures, prioritizing your time very well, not distracting yourself from things that will not make you have the distinction at the end of the day.
You need to set your priorities right, because that will help you in the long run.
Absolutely.
You need to be focused. I remember when I was at uni, I'm going to use my experience. I was always in the library, studying night and day. At the same time, I still have to work, so I'll be able to pay my school fees. So when you think about the fees as an international, so I'm talking to my international students out there, when you think about the fees, you do know well that you have to get good grades, because you don't want to repeat any course, okay? And you don't want to repeat any year. So set your priorities right, be focused. There are some times my friends wanted me to go clubbing. I'm like, nope, there's time for everything. But while you're at uni, just set your gaze on the prize, like what you want to get at the end.
What you do now is what is going to be part and parcel of you. Now, when you work in all these companies, finance and IT companies, your discipline matters. How do you get those things? Is what you did in uni, how you were able to shape in yourself.
Yeah.
So in the professional field, I kid you not, guys, I kid you not, your discipline matters. Even though you have the brain, your punctuality matters, your hard working, the fact that you're putting your mind to the job, being able to deliver the tasks. So those things that you've done while you were in uni or while you were doing your masters or whatever would help you to fit in professionally to the real world itself, because it's a total different ballgame when you graduate.
Yeah.
If you're not disciplined and you don't know what you're doing, even if you get the job, you might be retrenched of the job. So those qualities that we're talking about, focus, being disciplined, knowing your priorities and all that, will help you drastically when you get employed and will keep you. It is easy to get successful, I always tell my wife, but it's how to stay there. If you don't channel all those attributes to yourself now, and eventually you get the job, you might get carried away and you might not be able to stay long in the job. So those attributes that you build will keep you professionally in the job as well.
So having said all that about getting to school, choosing a course, and you're now in uni, studying hard and getting a good grade. Yes, you've now graduated. You've gotten that perfect grade that you wanted. Now, this is it. You're now job hunting, looking for jobs. First and first, get your CV right. So I help to restructure CV if you need help on that. A good CV is also a good step in getting a good job. When you get your CV straight up and is all well and good, the next thing is to start applying for jobs. I would recommend some websites, which is LinkedIn. You need to put your CV on LinkedIn, enroll on sign up on LinkedIn, and then also put your CV on Indeed. For me, those two sites will do the magic. I don't know about other job sites anyway, but those two sites will do the magic. And you get interviews rolling. And if you need tips on how to answer interview questions and all that, yeah, I will help on that. Yeah. But that will be personal. That will be one-on-one. I'm not going to be talking about that on the video. It's going to be one-on-one help. If you need that, holla at us. We'll help out with that. CV structuring, that's also going to be one-on-one. I'll redo your CV from start to scratch. Yes.
She actually helped me to restructure my CV. So she's good. This is not because she's my wife, she's very good. Yeah.
So yeah, those two things that can help out you getting a job. I'm not going to give you a job. That's not what I mean. I'm just helping out with some tips on you getting a job. Because I do know it is difficult out there.
It is not just difficult, it's getting competitive day by day.
Absolutely.
You're not the only person that's searching for that job. Then you're not the only brilliant person. You're not the. In fact, when you come to the Western world,
there are a lot of graduates every year.
Every year, and then you meet different people from different parts of the continent if you're in the Western world.
Yeah.
And you see that what you know or what you think you know, there are people that know 10 times more than what you know. Mm-hmm. There's something out there that you need to do for you to be able to stand out differently from all those other people, which is what will always help you. So it's getting competitive, just like I said, my wife said it's getting difficult, but there are things that you need to do. And I'm sure I've been able to tell you from the nitty-gritty, from the grasp, the initial point of the things you need to do now that can set you at that pace, at that road to where you want to get to.
You know, while you're at uni, another good thing you can do is, instead of you choosing to do dissertation, why not opt for internship?
Yeah, absolutely.
Internship will give you experience, okay? If you can start looking for a company while you're at uni, in fact, exactly. Just from the first semester, I would advise you to start applying to companies for internship.
Well, let your grades be good.
But ensure your grades are good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ensure your grades are good so that you will be eligible for internship.
Yeah. Because most of these companies, sorry darling, most of it comes either is a 2-1 or a distinction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, they will not necessarily take you in for internship. Yeah. So it's good. Your internship will come and play and will really do you good when you finish uni, because that will be an experience on your CV. And I said earlier on, companies, employers wants to see that you've got experience. That will be an added advantage.
Absolutely.
For you, because there are a lot of graduates. Every single year there are graduates. So you need to up your game so you can always stay up. Okay?
Exactly, yeah. And just to add it, so we're going to be releasing this video, and then you can pop in questions and all that. We'll answer you. And we can also help out from people from Africa. If you're coming to the UK to come study, you can ask us questions and all that. We'll be able to tell you what you need to do. And then we can also...
the process. Yeah, my husband is very good with that. Yeah. The process of getting into the UK when it comes to student visa.
Yeah.
Okay? That's it. My husband can help you with that. He's very good at that. He can help you with the processing and give you tips on how you can apply for a student visa if you want to come study in the UK. If you have any question whatsoever, if there is any topic in your mind that you really want us to talk about, you can also pop it in the comment section below and we'll talk about it. This platform is for you guys, so help us with contents, give us topics that you want us to talk about, and we'll definitely talk about them. Until next time, and thank you for listening to our video today. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share to your family and friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you love this, like, thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of 2020, and I'll see you in 2021. Bye.